Hi guys, it's Nika and I'm back with another creative sim video. It has been a while. I have already talked about that, so I'm not gonna get into that again because we have no time to lose. I want to introduce you to another one of my old sims who will be getting who has already got a 2023 makeover, and I'm super excited about this one. So this is Marika Gray, and she is a sim that appeared in Gen 2 of my Not So Berry, and she is kind of a heartbreaker. At high school, she was known for only dating boys to get where she wanted to be. She basically used them every single time. There was like no love, just lies and manipulation, and she made the boys her toys and then dumped them when she no longer needed them, kind of stuff like that. And she was known for that. She had a reputation like that. And you may think now, well, that's the exact same thing as the Gen 2 Not So Berry Air has to do, right? Like the Not So Berry Rose Air. They have to date a lot of people and they're not very good people. And that's the thing. Marika and my sim Ross, whom you have definitely seen around my channel before, they went to the same high school. They knew about each other. They knew that their reputation is very similar. Ross was also kind of a heartbreaker. Like he literally went on too many dates and couldn't make them stay. Well, he didn't want them to stay. He was just destined waters, I guess, looking for the one, and the one just wasn't coming. So eventually, these two heartbreakers and serial daters, they sort of decided to go on a few dates together. People were like, oh, they finally found each other, they were made for each other, finally, like, all will be well, no more heartbreaks in this high school, at least no more heartbreaks for these two people. Well, it didn't really last. They broke up quite fast, but they sort of stayed in touch. And then some time passed, and Rose dated a few more people. And then he decided to get married to his, at the time, boyfriend, who you guys will see soon. I'm gonna post his video soon. I don't know when, but soon. So the word spread. It's a small world, everybody knew, and suddenly Marika popped up in Rose's life again, and she was like, are you sure this is really for you? Like, you're just like me, and I could never get married like Rose. We are evil people. We are not made for settling down. Like, think about it. You don't really want to be a married man. And long story short, Rose like thought about that, and like her words really got to him, and eventually he got to the altar and he was like, oh shit, maybe she was right. And he also realized, I have done all this crap. Jordan, like his boyfriend, the guy that he was marrying, Jordan deserves much better than me, and like I'm better off with all the non-committal serial daters, one night stands, whatever. I should not get married. Like, that life's not for me. And so he called off the wedding, obviously. And then he felt pretty shit about it because he still wasn't sure if he did the right thing. So he called Marika to talk about it and also to sort of be like, why did you come back into my life? Why did you do this to me? And then I don't really know how to like explain this. I guess there's not really an explanation for that. But long story short, they got drunk together, and one thing led to another, and then Marika again disappeared from Rose's life for 9 months. He did not hear from her. She completely disappeared. He couldn't find her. Not that he was looking for her, but like he was wondering where she was, and she just wasn't anywhere. And then suddenly she's at his house with a baby, and she's like, so this is yours. The baby would ruin my career. You're gonna take care of it. I'm not gonna do anything about her. And yeah, I don't want her in my life. And you're her parent too. So yeah, you take care. Goodbye. Kind of shitty. Kind of a shittier version of the same thing that happened with Tyler and Joel and James. But like, Joel dumped James on Tyler for good reasons, I guess. Joel was dying. Marika was just selfish and she was like, nope, I don't want a kid. And also, like, Loki, the one reason why she kept the baby, Loki, the one reason why she did that was that she thought, you know what, this would ruin him and I want to ruin him. Because Marika is just, she's evil. She's just evil, okay? There's no way around it. She's just pure evil. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna ruin him for no reason. And so she did that and she dumped her daughter at Ross's house and disappeared again. And let me tell you, Ross really dodged a bullet with this one. Because you know how I said that Marika never really dated guys because she was attracted to them, because she loved them or anything like that. She only dated them to get somewhere or get something from them. Yeah, so in adulthood, she took that one step further. And even though she told Ross that neither of them is made for a marriage, she ended up marrying a lot of guys. And all of her husbands disappeared and died under mysterious circumstances. If you know what I mean. So yeah, she kind of did become a Black Widow. Actually, before I put her in my not so berry safe, I was going to do the Black Widow challenge with her, so I sort of always imagined that after her job is done in not so berry, she would go and actually be a Black Widow, even if I never played that. So yeah, that's what she did. And like, yeah, good for us that she didn't really have this ambition when they got involved, I guess, because otherwise he would be dead. Yeah. Speaking of Black Widow and Marika, I've been sort of thinking about actually playing the Black Widow challenge with her here on my channel, so let me know if you would like that. Let me know if you would be interested in submitting a sim, because that would be honestly so fun. And yeah, let me know. I've been thinking about that a lot and I think I really want to do it at some point. But I think I've been talking for a very long time, so I'm just gonna go now. I'm really excited to be talking to you guys again. I've said that a million times already, but seriously, I'm so excited and so happy to be back. So I hope you enjoyed this video. More will be coming. Hopefully no more breaks will be happening, and if they will be much shorter than they have been in the summer. I'm trying to say my outro and I keep getting distracted, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. And that would be all. Bye, everyone.